It's competition night on The Bachelor, and I'm joining the fun. The ladies are competing to be Joey's Mrs. Ryte. All these women fighting over one guy? What could go wrong? So describe to me who or what makes somebody Mrs. Ryte.
For me, Mrs. Ryte is someone that just makes me feel good in every single way. Gives me a sense of confidence, just, I don't know, makes me smile with ease. And I'm looking for someone that has some of those explainable things that just feel right. Because in my mind, Mrs. Ryte is something that's even hard to explain, but I can see each and every one of these women being Mrs. Ryte.
Joey, of course, had his heart broken by Charity on The Bachelorette before getting his own shot at love. So did you know that Joey was going to be the one that you were trying to date, or were you not aware at the time?
So when I first got involved, I did know it was him, and that's the reason why I got involved. I was like, oh, it's Joey? Okay, get me in. One of the lucky few getting a coveted group date invite and a chance at a hot cup of Joey, 29-year-old Canadian Maria Georgas. Okay, so I like to think that I'm a confident person, but when I got told that we were doing a talent show, I got thrown off guard a little bit.
How are your nerves? Is it nerve-wracking to be one of multiple girls that are trying to win Joey's heart, and you're doing a group date and you're also doing it in front of an audience?
Yeah. Oh my God, so nerve-wracking. All these women are some of the most beautiful women I've ever met in my life. So obviously it's hard to be yeah, I got it in the bag. It's not the case here. Yeah, there's a lot going on. I love the girls though. So I know in past seasons, I've seen a lot of drama, but not so much on our season so far. I'm crossing my fingers it's not the case.
So we are on my third group date now, which is very exciting, but today we are having our Mrs. Ryte pageant. There is a loungewear section. They are doing an answering questions portion, and then we also have a talent show. So there's a lot of different levels to today, but I'm excited to see all these women and how they're gonna kind of perform.
But they're getting some performance help from some of our favorite Golden Bachelor contestants. Group date.
So excited.
Do you have any advice?
Get your nerves out and be your best self. Have fun doing it. It happened to us, and we had a few hours to prepare, and we were sweating it out, but we had so much fun. Just let it go.
Let's talk turnoffs, Joey. You don't have to tell me who, you don't have to say names, but anything that sticks, to your mind and you're like, you know what, this is not gonna work for me.
Yeah, it's interesting in these type of settings, what can happen sometimes is people get so lost in everything that's going on, and they get so into the performance and the crowd that they don't even kind of focus at all on me and trying to kind of create some type of connection with me. So my turn off in this type of setting is when someone is too lost in all of the chaos of it and can't actually realize what the whole purpose is, which is to still be furthering a connection and having me get to know them better.
Has it been hard to, one, date and try to get to know multiple women, and two, eliminate, certain women, even maybe ones that could potentially be, but you just haven't had enough time? How is that process for you?
The answer is yes and hell yes. It is very hard. The first part, just there's so many of them, which I love. It's exciting, but it's also very tough to kind of always be present in those conversations and be fully there. It's more than I thought it was even gonna be, but I'm doing my best, and that's all I can really ask for.
Have you eliminated anybody that you kind of think maybe you shouldn't have?
So far, I'm feeling really confident with my decisions, and I'm gonna be that way probably through all of this. I think that there's always a reason why something happens in a certain moment, and I don't wanna be living in the past or questioning. I've got zero doubts that every single woman here deserves nothing but the best, and I'd be lucky enough to end up with them. It's just now going with my gut and trying to make the right decisions for me. And I'm not gonna try to look back and think that I did something wrong. I just wanna trust what I'm feeling, and I know there's really no wrong decisions here at all.
And Monday night, he has to decide who's going home and who could be Mrs. Ryte.